Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. This is Prissy, and today we're going in with a nice rusty orange fall look to wrap in the colors together with our neutrals and tying everything in, going into that dark vampy kind of look for the fall season. And also, if you like this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. Let's get into this look, ladies and kins. So I have my face already washed, toned, and moisturized. I am gonna go in with the SkinCeuticals Eye Balm underneath my eyes and pat this underneath. Refreshing your eyes a little bit, you know, keeping you youthful. I'm gonna go in with something new that I'm trying out, and that's the NYX Control Freak. Set our brows in place. I'm gonna go in next with the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I'm working the primer into my T-zone and where I feel like my pores are the largest. So I'm just gonna work it into this area that gets a little oily, to hopefully try to help control and mitigate. Next, I had a slight breakout, so I'm going to color correct just a little bit with the LA Girl Pro Conceal. Okay, so blending out the color corrector, you want to make sure you are blending it out pretty good so that you don't have the lines. So take your time blending out the color corrector. And the green is to color correct on redness, and I seem to have quite a bit of that on my face. Next, we're gonna go in with the Sacha Buttercup. I'm in the color light, and I'm going to set everywhere that I just put the color corrector. Okay, we do not need this color corrector to come through our foundation, none whatsoever. I started using the powder puff because I've seen a lot of people talking about it, saying that it's way better. Than the Beauty Blender. I'm still gonna be holding strong to the Beauty Blender, but I'm trying out this to see if I like it. Just gonna dust away the excess. Next, we're gonna go into our brows, and we're going to be putting our brows together with the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. Grab my mirror and get all into this. I'm just going in with light strokes to begin with, creating the shape. We're gonna clean up the brow with the MAC NW30 Concealer Pot. Okay, let's get all into her. I do not start at the very beginning of the brow to start cleaning up because I do not want that harsh line right there. Check out the brow, brushing it up with the spoolie. I'm checking for any sparseness in my brow while I can still clean up what I have on. So I'm gonna just fill in just a little bit more in this area. We're gonna buff out the concealer that we just placed to clean our brows, making sure we don't have that halo around our eyebrow. We're gonna go and do the other brow, same drill, okay? Let's get into it. Okay, I will go crazy on my brows. Brows are sisters, not twins, Crystal. Move on. Move on. Next, we're gonna go in with our foundation, and we're gonna go in with the Matte Poreless Maybelline. Using the stippling method to press in my foundation. Next, we're gonna go in with the new concealer by Cover FX. I'm so excited to play in this. Everybody's been raving about it. I am thrilled to have it in my hands. This is the Cover FX Power Play, and I am in the color G Medium 3. And I love this applicator. I feel like I was a little intimidated by it at first, the dome shape, but then I'm just like, oh my god, like it picks up so much product that you don't really need to, you know, feel like you have to spread it too much, because it really does all the movement for you, really. Bringing it underneath my nose some so that I can conceal. Okay, with a damp beauty blender, we're gonna blend out that concealer. And I'm gonna bring it up the nose just a little bit more so that we can have like a nice natural kind of contour formation set. Just the formation of it. We're still gonna contour. It blends out so smooth. Oh my god. I love Cover FX. Bottom line, I love Cover FX. They are so bomb to me. Can we just talk about how good this looks? Let me get into this, okay? Let's get into this power play. Thank you, Cover FX, because I love it. And whatever is left over on a beauty blender, I'm just gonna kind of just drag it a little bit underneath my jawline. Again, creating the outline, I guess I'll say, of where my contour is gonna be. I just don't ever like to have that too sharp or too light jawline underneath. So I do not, I just drag whatever's left on the beauty blender. We're gonna set our concealer today with the Sacha Buttercup in the puff. Instead, normally I use the flat beauty blender and I pick it up that way. I'm trying to puff out because, again, everybody's been raving about it, and I'm here for the hype because I've seen some really good looks using the puff. And I want to look good too. Bring it up the nose more, where we did bring the concealer up a little bit higher. Not gonna mind it on our eye right now. Pay it no mind. Ooh, I got it in my brows. Oh my god. No, not my brows. I'm just gonna dust away where I went a little bit too far in, and especially off my brow. I'm gonna bake just a little bit. We're gonna prime our eyelids. I'm just gonna use the same Power Play Cover FX concealer. Neutralize the eyelid first. You want to get the most that you can out of the color payout, of course, for everything that you put on. So a blank canvas is the best way to do that. So using either an eyeshadow primer or your concealer, whichever one is convenient for you. Just blending this out with a flat concealer brush. Now, just brush whatever's left over on the powder puff, pressing that in to set what we just put as a concealer, or our base for our eyeshadow. Now let's go in to what we should have been going into now, is the Nubian 2. Color Madagascar, tapping off the excess. And I'm starting in the middle. Lay the brush a little bit flatter and tilt my head back. So I can get all into the crease in the brow bone area. Take it out to a circular motion here. I don't want to drag it in too deep into this part because I am going to contour, and I like to bring my contour all the way up almost to my brows. So making sure I blend out this transition color as good as possible. I want to do something different right now, trying this out and just seeing how this works for me, and that is using the Shayla ColourPop Boomin', and I'm going to put this underneath my brow bone. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so back into the Nubian 2 palette as we were, and I'm gonna go in with the next color, and I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush, not as fluffy as the other one, and we're gonna go in with the Morocco. And the Morocco, I want to press and kind of blend, of course, over the eyelid. Ooh, this is pretty. Packing that on. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Yes, Morocco. I'm gonna take the blending brush that we used before, and I'm just gonna clean it off just a little bit. I don't want to add on too much more of the transition color because I do like how this orange is blended out. I just want to put the colors together and just making sure everything blends well. I'm gonna sweep away what we've been baking in. So press and kind of sweep. Next, we're gonna go in after we swept away our setting powder, our baking powder, and I'm gonna put a dab in the middle. Taking my time. Cutting out just the center of the lid, and we're gonna press a good shimmery pop of color right there. That's what I think I'm going for. I want to go for the rust, but the pop of glitter, glow kind of look. I'm all here for the glow. The summer is over, but that doesn't mean we can't glow through the fall, okay? So I'm gonna go back in with the Nubian 2, and we're gonna go in with this baby here, the Nefertiti. I did go back in with just a little bit of the orange and just cleaning up a little bit around where we just created, kind of like the halo. Next, we're gonna go into our contour, and we're gonna be using the Fenty Beauty in the color Truffle. We're gonna get into the forehead, minimize the forehead. I got a 5 head. It's cute though. Bring my contour up a little bit higher than what I normally would. I want to snatch my face up, down my nose, underneath the jawline, carving out them angles because we gotta hit them angles, okay? I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques contour brush, Love this brush. It is like a dome shape. Very soft bristle. Easy. Makes it easier to blend it out with. I'm going to go in circular motions, starting at my temple, going up to my forehead and to my hairline. So now for where we were just at with setting the contour a little bit higher, I'm going to pat it in using the sibling method. But I'm also going to, as my blending, I'm going to flick it up. Again, I'm setting it higher because I want that higher effect of my cheekbones snatched, okay? Ooh, look at that snatch coming in. Yes. We're not done blending yet though. It gives me reassurance for my eyebrows that, okay, your look is coming together. If you keep messing with your eyebrows, you probably ain't gonna have none there, okay? They're gonna be invisible, paper thin like they used to be back in the days, Crystal, and you already went there. Let's get underneath this jawline. And we are creating that carved out jaw. So when we drop our head down in our pictures, we got that angle right there, okay? So just a bit up here, but also a little bit under. We're gonna set our contour with the Park Avenue Princess by Tarte. And I'm gonna go in with the Princess Cut. Just sweeping this everywhere that we just placed our contour. Now we have our face snatched with this contour, okay? Cut it, cut it, cut it. And melting everything together, we're gonna go in with the Glow Setter. While we're here, let's smoke out our under eye with the same colors. So just repeating the process of what we had on top, putting that down bottom. So I'm gonna go in with the orange first. Connecting it here. And also blending it. So with the flat brush, we're gonna tight line with Madagascar. Same one we use in the transition. So we're going in with a new lash, trying out a new brand today. I have this one on. Give me just a second. For the lip, we're gonna go in with a liner by Jump Blue. Too Faced Melted Latex. And this is in the color Strange Love. Okay, so this is the final look that we have today. We have our rusty orange pop of color there in the center of the lid. We have a brown lip, pulling in those fall colors, the nudes, the greens, the orange, the neutrals. Just giving that little bit of pizzazz there. And I just want to thank you guys for staying tuned with me, getting into this look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. And I will see you next time with another slay. Oh, and last but not